Ever wondered if the United States could be seen as one giant, living computer? It's a wild thought, but stick with me. What if our cities aren't just collections of buildings and people, but interconnected components of a massive computational network? A quantum city network, processing the very fabric of our national identity. Let's start at the core of this system, the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. You might think of Silicon Valley, but the real processing power, the place where raw information is refined into actionable ideas, is Syracuse, New York. Why Syracuse? For centuries, it's been a hub of innovation and industry. From the Erie Canal, which was the information superhighway of its day, to its modern research universities, Syracuse has a history of taking raw resources, salt, data, knowledge, and processing them into something valuable for the entire nation. It's the brain, the calculation engine, constantly running the algorithms that shape our future. Now every CPU needs a hard drive, a place to store all that processed information, our collective memories, our cultural data. That, my friends, is New York City. Think about it. Wall Street stores our financial history. The museums on Fifth Avenue store our artistic achievements. The libraries hold our literary soul. Broadway archives our stories. Every transaction, every piece of art, every fashion trend is recorded and stored in the vast, dense memory banks of NYC. It's the nation's permanent record, the ultimate backup of who we are. But a computer isn't just a CPU and a hard drive. It needs to interact with the world. It needs user interfaces. That's where Los Angeles and Miami come in. They are our primary I/O ports, input-output. Los Angeles is the world's storyteller. Through Hollywood, it takes the processed data from Syracuse and the stored culture from New York City and broadcasts it to the globe. It's the ultimate output device, packaging our national narrative into movies, music, and media that define America to the rest of the world. It's how our operating system communicates its values and dreams. Miami, on the other hand, is our primary input port. It's a gateway, a cultural and economic entry point for ideas, trends, and people from Latin America and across the Atlantic. It's constantly feeding new data, new energy, and new perspectives into the American system, ensuring our national computer never becomes stagnant. Miami is the real-time data stream that keeps our system dynamic and evolving. So we have a processor, storage, and I/O ports. What about the motherboard that connects everything? That's Chicago. Situated at the geographic and logistical crossroads of the nation, Chicago is the ultimate distribution hub. Its rail lines, airports, and highways are the circuits on the motherboard, ensuring that data, goods, and energy flow efficiently between all the other components. From the raw materials of the heartland to the finished products of the coasts, everything passes through Chicago. It's the network that makes the entire system function as a cohesive whole. And at the very center of it all, we have the power supply, the steady, rhythmic pulse that energizes the entire machine. That is Ohio. Known as the heart of it all, Ohio provides the foundational energy, the manufacturing might, the agricultural abundance, and the hard-working spirit that fuels the entire network. It's not the flashiest component, but without the consistent power generated from the heartland, the processor would cease to compute, the hard drive would fail, and the interfaces would go dark. Ohio is the quiet, reliable battery that keeps America running. Now for a fascinating piece of quantum entanglement in this urban computer. If you take the city limit maps of Syracuse and Los Angeles and overlay them, you'll find an astonishingly similar shape. It is almost as if the processor and the primary output device were designed from the same blueprint, intrinsically linked across the continent. One processes the code, the other broadcasts the result, and they share a fundamental, mirrored geometry. It's a strange, beautiful symmetry that hints at a deeper, unseen connection within our national system. So, from the processing core of Syracuse to the memory banks of New York City, from the distribution hub of Chicago to the I/O ports of LA and Miami, all powered by the heart of Ohio, America operates as a vast, interconnected computational network. Each city plays a vital, unique role. Looking at our country this way reveals a hidden layer of design and purpose, a quantum system where every part is essential to the whole. What do you think? Which city is your hometown, and what role does it play in this great American computer? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the unseen connections that shape our world.